Hello everyone, so in today's session we are going to learn about ultrasonic sensor, and we will also see how we can use the ultrasonic sensor to measure distance. So this is your ultrasonic sensor which is used to calculate the distance, and as the name suggests it is an ultrasonic sensor, so it will emit ultrasonic sounds at 40,000 Hz, and when an object or anything comes in path near it, so it will detect the object. Now let's see how it works actually. So let me share you an image so that you are clear with it. Okay, so here you can see an image on my left hand side. So on the image you can see that one is reflecting the ultrasonic sound wave and another one is receiving the same sound after a particular object, after striking from a particular object. So here if you see carefully, you can see that T and R has been written over there. So T stands for a transmitter, R stands for a receiver. So if I put it like this, so T is transmitting your ultrasonic sound waves, and when an object is in its path, because it travels through air, so when an object is in front of it or comes in path, so what will happen, it will strike to that object and reflect back, and the reflected back waves has been received by the receiver. Now we have also learned about a formula, that is your speed equals to distance upon time. So here we know the time period, that how much time the sound takes to travel back from, let's say it transmitted from here and strikes here and again reflect back and goes here. So let's assume that it takes a time of, let's say, 2 seconds. So we know the time. Now the speed of your sound we know, that is your 340 millisecond. Now we can easily use the formula to find out the distance. Now the distance which we get, it will be to and fro motion, coming from here, striking back and again coming here. So it is if I put object sensor here and object here, so it will be the sound is coming from here and striking and again coming. So it has twice the distance it has traveled. So we have to divide it by 2, and like that we have easily created the formula of our ultrasonic sensor. Now let's understand in our Arduino how we are going to use it. Now, before going to Arduino, let me show you the pin description of our ultrasonic sensor. So let me focus it. Okay, so here you can see we have 4 pins, that is your VCC and ground being your first and the 4th pin, and in the middle we have your trigger and echo pin. So trigger is your transmitter and echo we have as a receiver. So these are your 4 pins. Now let's see how we can use it. So let me hide this image for now, and let's turn on the Arduino. Now in the Arduino, what we are going to do, we are going to install a library. So for installing the library, what you have to do, go to the sketch, and in the sketch go to your include library section, and from the include library go to manage libraries. So when you click on that, after some time you will see a pop-up window has been appear. So let me show you. So here you can see the library manager. Let me expand it. Now in this library manager, what you have to do, in the search bar just type ultrasonic. When you search for ultrasonic, you will see that there are some results on the basis of your search. Now on that result, what we have to do, just scroll down and you will see an Eric Simons one. Let's scroll down. Okay, so here you can see ultrasonic by Eric Simon. So just you have to install this one. So click on the install, it will automatically install your library. So as you can see, it's installing. So after installing, what you have to do, just wait for a sec, let me install it. Now after installing, just close your library manager and after closing it, just write, start by including the library. So write hashtag include, then use your arrows and write ultrasonic .h. So this line will include the your library that we have just downloaded from the library section. Now after that, we have to give it a proper name and we have to define the pins. The pins are like your trigger and your echo pins. Now let's give it a name. So first we have to write ultrasonic, then write the name. Let's say my ultrasonic, I write. Then after writing the name, use parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis we will pass two values, that is your pins, that what are your trigger and your echo pins that we are using for our project, or the ultrasonic that we are using, that in which pin we are going to connect it. So let's say I want to connect the trigger with my 12 number. So what I will do, I will just write 12,13 here, 12,13. So first value that we are providing here, it will be your trigger. So here if you see it carefully, like trigger and then echo. So first value that we are providing, it will be connected to our digital pin, that is 12, and then 13. You can change it from your code. Now after doing that, what I want to do, I want to just fetch the value from here and want to show it on the serial monitor. So let's go to setup and turn on the serial monitor. Serial.begin. Then we have the baud rate 9600. Then after doing that, in our loop we have to just write one line, that is the crucial line, and that is your, first you have to write the name of your ultrasonic, that is my ultrasonic. My ultrasonic dot read, and it will be a parenthesis because it is a function. So what does this line will do? This line will like give us the value which has been read from this ultrasonic sensor, like this one, and we will store it in a variable. Let's say distance equals to, now I have to provide initiate it using int because it is an integer, and using the serial monitor just print it, print, let's say ln, and I want to say distance is it is a string, so it should be in double quotes. Okay. Now let's provide some delay also, let's say half a second. Okay, so the code has been completed here, but there is one thing that is missing, that is we haven't done any connection. So what we have to do, let's grab some jumper wires. Let's use your female to male. I have connected. Now here we can see that we have like the VCC and the ground pins, which we already know that VCC will be your 5 volt. Let me focus it. You can see the VCC and the ground, that is first and the second last one, that is your this yellow and the brownish. So let's connect them. 5 volt and the last one is your ground. After that we have these two middle wires. So these two middle wires is your trigger and echo. Now trigger is connected with your this orange color. So trigger, and in code we have defined it in line number 12. And the next one, that is your echo, is 13. So the connection has been completed. Now let's see, or let's identify. So for that we have to upload the code. So for uploading the code, let's connect our uploading cable. Let's upload the code. Okay, let's again upload it. Now as you can see that the code has been uploaded. Okay, let me change this value. Let me show you the COM port also. So here you can see the COM port.